Well, hey, welcome to Walking Through the Word as we're looking through John. I hope you had a great weekend. I apologize if you're watching these and trying to keep a regular daily viewing with me. It's been a little crazy last week with things, and so I'm excited to be back on schedule, and we're going to continue going through the book of John. And so if you recall, we were talking about some endorsements that people were beginning to say Jesus is the Son of God. We see that through the crowds. We see it with Andrew and his brother, and we see it with Philip. And then Philip goes and finds Nathanael and points Nathanael to Jesus. And so today we're going to look at that interaction and go from there. So it's John chapter 1 verses, let's see where we're going to start. We're going to read in verse 45 all the way down to 51. So here it is. Philip found Nathanael and said to him, "We have found him of whom Moses in the law and also the prophets wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." Nathanael said to him, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" Philip said to him, "Come and see." Jesus saw Nathanael coming toward him and said, "Behold, an Israelite indeed, of whom there is no deceit." Nathanael said to him, "How do you know me?" And Jesus said, "Before Philip called you, when you were under a fig tree, I saw you." Nathanael answered him, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." And Jesus answered him, "Because I said to you, I saw you under a fig tree, do you believe? You will see greater things than these." And he said to them, "Truly, truly, I say to you, you will see the heaven opened and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." Talk about this passage just a little bit. So Philip goes and says, "Hey, I found the one who Moses in the law was talking about, this Messiah that has come. It's Jesus of Nazareth." And then Nathanael has kind of a smart, sarcastic remark. He says, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" That's kind of a slap in the face because when you talk about the Messiah, it's prophesied that he will come from Bethlehem. Now Jesus, we know he was born in Bethlehem. He was raised in Nazareth. So when Philip's saying Jesus of Nazareth, I can get that word out. He's talking about how he's brought up. So Nathanael asked that question, but we know Jesus is from Bethlehem. And he goes to Jesus and he asks this question. And Nathanael says, "How do you know me?" And Jesus says, and I'm paraphrasing, we just read the passage. He says, "Before Philip came and got you, I saw you under a fig tree." Now, all we read in that is okay, Jesus saw him beforehand. But Nathanael realized here and there that not only Jesus physically saw him, but Jesus knew his heart. Because it's only Jesus who knew what Nathanael was doing under the fig tree and his thought process and what he was praying. And it opens Nathanael's eyes to say, this is the Son of God. And so Jesus says, because of that, because of your belief, you're going to see even greater things happen. Now, what we see is he says, "Truly, truly, I'll say to you, heaven will be opened, and angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." What on earth does that mean? What we're going to see here is, if you recall back in Genesis 28, Jacob falls asleep and he has a dream. And in his dream, he sees this ladder that extends from heaven to earth. And on this ladder, we see angels going back and forth. Jesus here is declaring the sense that he is the ladder, that God is in heaven, and Jesus is our connections to the holy God. Through his sacrifice, we will have access to him. And so Jesus is, again, pointing himself back that he is the Son of Man. And what a great promise that leads us with. So what we do is when we look through, as we recap what we just talked about over the past couple of days, we see Jesus calling people to himself. We see an Andrew and Peter, Philip, and now Nathanael. And a couple of phrases that you see throughout this is this invitation. Verse 36 of chapter 1 is this idea of look, behold the Lamb of God who's coming, right? In verse 39, he makes this comment, "Come and see." Again, same thing in 46, "Come and see." And then lastly, we see here in the last portion of verse 50, "You will see." That there's this invitation to follow Jesus because he's about to begin his ministry. He's already began his ministry, but he's about to unfold what does it look like to be the Son of Man? Who is this man named Jesus? And what is he doing here? And so John, the writer of John, is going to explain this out, and we're going to follow along some amazing miracles that Jesus does, and then also his teachings and the way he lives out his life. And so I'm excited for the next portion of this book as we begin to look at John chapter 2 tomorrow. So hey, the question I guess I'll leave you with: have you accepted the invitation to follow Jesus? Hey, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.